Welcome to the WARDJet Crash Sensor Installation Guide. Ensure you have version 5.0.1 running on the Bernie 10 controller. To verify the version, turn on the controller. The version is shown on the final startup page. If you're running version 4, please refer to the instructions included with your crash sensor. Add the provided jumper wire from the PLC VAC DC3 to VAC DC2. Add the provided wire from out 2 on the PLC to the interface connection on the back. Push the male connector into the female slot number 11. On the controller, select Menu, select Utilities. Log in with the administrator password 777. Select System Setup. Select Motion Configuration. Scroll through the options until you get to I/O Configuration. Find Enable Rapid Stop in the list and set it to True. Find Special BCL Configuration in the list and set it to 5. Scroll through the options until you get to Axis Trajectory. Find Rapid Stop Excel in the list and set it to 2.0. Select Send. Select Save to File. Shut down the Bernie controller. Rotate the outlet on the Z-Carriage as needed to fit the plug on the crash sensor. Attach the crash sensor to the back plate using the 3 bolts that the height sensor was attached with. Quickly slide the foot into the interface connection to verify alignment with the cutting head. Then tighten the 3 bolts to secure the crash sensor to the Z-Carriage. Remove the foot and set it aside. Connect the crash sensor plug into the outlet. Make sure it is seated properly. Cut the white air line going into the Z-Carriage approximately 5 inches from the top of the Z-Carriage and install the provided T-fitting. The provided air line already attached to the T-fitting should be plugged into the air regulator. If necessary, remove the cutting head and then slide the crash sensor cover over the air line to the actuator. Bolt on the cover using 7 bolts. 2 bolts on the left-hand side are 1024 button heads, use washers. 2 bolts on the right-hand side are 1024 socket heads with smaller head size, use special flat side washers. 3 bolts on the center of the cover are 2.5 by 5. You can install the 3 center bolts first to center the cover. Attach the air line that comes through the front of the cover to the air regulator. Slide the hose clamp over the rubber seal on the interface connection. Do not tighten it just yet. If you remove the cutting head, put it back on now. Insert the crash sensor leg into the interface connection. Pull the hose clamp forward so it touches the leg and tighten the clamp down. Do not over-tighten the hose clamp. Over-tightening could damage the rubber boot. Adjust the height of the leg so that the ring on the bottom is 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch higher than the tip of the WARDJet nozzle. Tighten the set screws to secure. Make sure that air is connected to the WARDJet machine and that it's turned on. Turn on the Bernie controller. Adjust the airflow on the crash sensor regulator until the leaking sound stops at approximately 10 psi, then lock it in place. If the crash sensor is reacting too sensitively, increase the air pressure on the regulator slightly. The crash sensor should now be ready to run. Please call WARDJet Technical Support with any questions at 330-677-9100.